your brackets out. Get yourselves ready. College basketball's best moment of the entire year, the entire calendar of the sports year, really feels like it culminates here in the spring. You have March Madness, which leads perfectly into the Masters, the start of the baseball season as we're seeing underway in Seoul, South Korea. It's a great intersection for the sport fan, and we are right in the middle of it playing traffic guard right now as the Padres have a 12-9 lead over the Los Angeles Dodgers at what's the name of it? It's Gochang Stadium?
Skydome.
Gochang Skydome?
Yeah.
I'm terrible,
by the way,
at pronouncing Asian names. I've realized
Bryce Miller, our buddy at the UT, has this great article in the UT about people who made the trip to South Korea to then not be able to get into the games.
Go choke Skydome.
So Kevin was telling us how that place kind of sucks. And then Bryce Miller wrote this article, like people literally made the trip from LA and San Diego and then couldn't get into games.
Well, he was he's saying it kind of sucks though because they lost.
I think
Kevin was talking about the actual ballpark itself.
Okay, right. So I think it's dated is what Kevin was saying.
Got it.
Like the facilities are really rough. And also they do some weird stuff, like 2 levels below the field is where the bullpen is. So when these relievers are coming in, I think they have to take an elevator. I'm not even kidding. I'm pretty sure they have to like run down a service hallway and then it's like
little elevator music on their way up.
Hey boys, for the second time this year, Padres have the lead going into the 8th inning. Woo! Will they keep it?
Well, this time they got a little bit more of a padding.
Yeah,
they got a 4-run lead.
No, they have 3-run lead. They just scored, so it's 12-9.
Damn it, a 3-run lead.
So we only got Machado, no hits, Hassan Kim, Profar, and is that it?
I was actually just looking at this. So Manny Machado has an RBI. Hassan Kim has an RBI. Oh, no, sorry. That's runners left in scoring position.
Yeah.
Xander Bogaerts, 3 RBIs. Fernando Tatis Jr. has a ribby. Jake Cronenworth has 4. Hassan Kim has 1. Luis Campusano, who's had a hell of a game, has 2. And Tyler Wade has 1. Those are the RBIs.
I'll tell you what. Farrell Merrill
got his first hit.
He got a couple.
Yeah. Really awesome at the plate, how poised this guy is. So as a young man playing center field, getting called up. I mean, is he a teenager? I'm pretty sure.
I think he's 20.
20? Oh, Jesus. I mean, it's unbelievable what he's been able to do. And so really cool to see him out there having success at the plate. Also, Mookie Betts hits the first homer of the Major League Baseball season and apparently won a car. That was part of it. So how are they going to get that home?
Can we talk about like maybe some collusion here? Because the ESPN broadcasters earlier in the inning were like, yeah, and it's crazy. We haven't had a home run yet. Like the first person to hit a home run gets a car, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden.
Oh, it was Pedro brought it up.
2 people later, Mookie Betts hit a home run.
Isn't that, dude? Yeah. Well,
I mean,
it's not like he walked up to the plate covered in Kia symbols or something.
yeah.
It's like, is that a Daewoo bat?
Swinging his Louisville Slugger Kia remix. So listen, it's gonna be a fun day here on the show. Although we have to get to one of the most bizarre stories that has come out of Major League Baseball in a long time. Huge controversy on the Dodgers side of the dugout. We'll get to that in just a moment, but you're going to want to hang on and listen to that story. This is a biggie. This one could actually take down a superstar in Major League Baseball for a long time. Okay, but let's talk about this. So whether the Padres win or lose this game is still up in there. They lead by 3, top of the 8th inning. Their offense on deck right here. You look at what their schedule is leaving South Korea for both of these teams, frankly, because the Dodgers are doing this too. And it's a little wonky. They go back home to their home stadium. They're going to play a couple of exhibition games, spring training extended before their Major League Baseball season gets underway next week. It's weird.
So they won't get back to San Diego until tomorrow, our time. Right, because it's an 11-hour flight. Right now, they're kind of late at night in Korea, and they'll end up being back in San Diego tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, I believe.
Okay.
So they're back in San Diego on the 22nd. Then remember, on the 23rd, they have the celebration of life for Peter Seidler at Petco Park, which is going to be incredible. But a lot of the Padre players, all of them, should be there at the celebration of life. And then right after that, on the 25th, they have 2 games back-to-back, 25th and 26th against the Mariners at Petco Park. And then 28th is opening day. I mean, talk about a condensed, fast schedule, all to be doing while you're catching up on sleep. That's a tough spot to be in.
Well, I mean, even though most athletes in all sports, even professional sports, are young men, these sort of timelines, they can screw with you. And that's what I was talking about, the Aztecs going deep into the Mountain West Conference tournament. I know they're young, but I'm telling you, there's a lot of wear and tear on your body, not just injuries. It's just playing. It's just travel. All of that stuff adds up. And as truncated as the schedule gets, and there are events and there are things that people, as housekeeping stuff that you have to do, attending class if you're a college athlete, for professional athletes, obviously coming back home after being away for a week, family requests of your time. And then you have also a team obligation where it may get pretty emotional for certain players.
Right.
This memory of life for Peter Seidler. It's a lot in a very short period of time. This all could have a pretty severe impact, maybe for the positive, but maybe for the negative on the Padres opener.
Yeah, you talk about being an emotional day. I mean, that takes a toll on you as well. So if it's travel and emotions and then you're trying to ramp up for the start, I mean, they could be exhausted come Thursday. But do we know what time they arrive on Friday back in San Diego?
I don't. I know they're leaving right after the game today. And the way the hours shift, it's going to be tomorrow morning is what Kevin told us.
I was thinking maybe they can meet us at Dave and
That's
Buster's.
what I was thinking. I mean, like if they can get in before 10:30.
We know Joe Musgrove is a massive Aztecs fan.
We're massive Joe Musgrove fans.
Yeah,
so
right, yeah.
Invite extended, Joe. I know you're just on the mound in Go Check Sky Dome.
Someone to send him a Facebook friend request.
That would be good.
Bar
That'd be
Car
good.
Friday
Place
to
start.
Dave and Buster's. That's a hell of a day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
For us, Bar Car Friday, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations around San Diego,
That's right.
is going to be immediately followed by us all as a station going out to Dave and Buster's from 10 a.m. until the game ends. It's going to be Aztecs, UAB, the 5 seed taking on the 12 seed, opening round of the NCAA tournament for the Aztecs. It's out in Spokane, but we're going to be in Mission Valley at D&B.
That's right.
We're going to have some bar bites, maybe some discount drinkies.
I think so.
and then the first 100 listeners who walk through the door, you're going to get $100 power card to go play some video games and most likely lose to Travis
That's
Dale.
right. You're going to challenge me to Guitar Hero and Super Off-Road.
I really hesitate to do this, but I'm obviously going to be here in studio for the game, so I will not be at Dave and Buster's. I am sending
Whoa.
I'm sending a proxy in my place,
Who?
and you guys are going to have to take care of him.
Who?
It's Alex Fletcher. And I feel like you guys probably upgraded. I don't know. Everyone likes my brother more than me.
Alex is coming in town?
Alex, the athlete Fletcher?
Yeah,
Wait a
that's the
minute.
one.
Wait a minute.
You mean the head coach of the Fresno City College girls team?
He'll be here tomorrow.
Are you kidding me? You mean the team that is going to be playing in their tournament?
Well, actually, they got kicked out.
Damn
But-
it.
What?
Which
Sorry.
is why he is coming.
Was it for fighting? Was it for trying to stab someone?
No, they
Oh.
lost.
What is the team name again? It's
It's the Fresno City Lady Rams.
Lady Rams.
Lady Rams.
I'll tell you what. Yeah. And that is a
Yeah.
great name for
Yeah.
a women's basketball team.
You
And
can-
that's all I have to say about that.
You can pick up a Lady Rams downtown.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. You absolutely can. You absolutely can.
Also, David Koechner, comedian, coming in tomorrow in studio. Is Alex going to be hanging around? I mean, like, can we all go see David Koechner tomorrow night?
Ooh.
Bingo.
Oh, that does sound.
I mean,
like,
are they handicap accessible at?
oh yeah,
American
you have
Comedy
the
Co?
wheelie
Yeah,
scooter.
there's
Yeah,
got to
the-
be a.
Is there an elevator?
There's
'Cause
gotta
that's
be
a
an elevator.
gnarly staircase.
Yeah,
dude.
but it'd be funny to watch you traverse.
Actually, I would prefer if you didn't take the elevator.
All right,
if
you guys
there's
are
one
carrying
available.
me then.
Well, see that we can do.
Check it out. We'll get there at 7, and then as long as you're down there by the 9:30 show.
Just see Ben just tumbling down the stairs. He comes up, he's got 2 casts on. On Monday, it did not go well. There was an acorn on the stair.
They gotta have an elevator, right?
By the way,
Yeah.
anybody who's missed all
Great
the
elevator.
shows since Monday, Fletch is manning up in a big way. He broke his ankle walking the other day, tripped over an acorn.
When you say it like that, it sounds so bitchy.
No, dude, no,
What?
no,
Well, no, what?
My
No.
left foot slipped on an acorn. I then body slammed my right foot, breaking my ankle in 2 places.
I think if I broke my ankle walking, I would just be like, I don't know, was walking and broke my ankle. I
That's
think
what
when you add I stepped on an acorn, it sounds very Donald Ducky.
right, but my left foot.
What? It's like Goofy from the.
Just come on.
Oh,
it going.
gosh.
Brock, come find help.
I'm just chased that squirrel who's got my house keys. Michael, you gotta help me, Milk.
Just keeps getting funnier.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I keep forgetting to turn my camera on. Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
We're having fun.
Yeah, we are having fun because Padres are winning. All of a sudden, I like this series in Seoul.
Well, see, this is
good.
This is now. Listen,
Wait, I don't know what's happening right now.
We're in the middle of the eighth. There's a lot of argument over what just happened at the plate. My guess is an umpire screwed something up.
Probably.
Yeah. And now they've cut to commercial. They're
Also,
in the yelling.
Xander Bogaerts much more of a man than me. He clearly broke his finger today, and he's still playing. But he was sliding into second base, and his ring finger on his left hand, his glove hand, like smushed all the way back.
Was there an acorn in the baseline?
You know what? I wish I just would have left the acorn out of the story. I slipped on a slope. And by the way, one of the guys who helped me back to the car also slipped on the same slope.
It is a slippery slope.
Wait, you told me it was flat. Like you said,
It's
flat.
a flat hike, but I was trying to walk down to get closer to the lake.
Now there's a slope.
Oh my God.
What? That's really slopey.
You guys weren't there.
It's March Madness time. That means we got to fill out brackets.
Yeah.
That means other brackets.
Yeah, the best bracket ever, as a matter of fact.
Wow.
Guys, it's back.
Woo!
Ladies, it's here.
Yeah.
The best bracket ever, 2024. Lock it
Will
in.
Eric Hosmer be an all-star this season?
Are we
right.
Are we going to have any carryovers from last year, or does that bracket go away? The winner of that bracket is now gone into the history books.
I feel like the winner should be retired. So Sex obviously won the best bracket ever 2023.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Sex.
Yeah,
Yes.
which
Huge.
I mean, huge win.
Right.
Really a 1 seed going all the way to the finish. Sex just did what Sex does.
Dominates.
It's just always. So yeah, big congrats to Sex. But yeah, let's retire Sex. So that can't be on the bracket. But some of the other entries may make a return because we have asked for suggestions. And if you're listening to the show, you want to, cast your suggestion on the text line 70470. You can start your text with team or talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. It's right next to the play button. If you're listening to the station,
It's a good call.
you could hit us with a talkback, give us your entry, or any of our social media, TikTok, Instagram, Big Rich TD of Fletch on X. You could just leave a reply or a comment. We'll see it. We'll add it to the list if it's good enough.
And if you have no idea what we're talking about, go to our TikTok account or our Instagram account right now. But on TikTok, it's pinned right at the top of the profile. You can see the 2023 best bracket ever. There's you and 4.7 million other people, but go ahead and take a look at it today so you know what we're talking about, and we'll be releasing a new one.
A quick breakdown is we've taken all the best things in life and put them head to head. And now the public votes on what the best thing ever is.
Yeah, it's easy. It's just whatever it is, whatever the best thing to you is. We came up with so many yesterday. Like, how about the feeling of like a really crisp high five?
Oh my God.
Like just the snap of
It's
two
so
hands
good.
meeting almost finger pad to finger pad. It makes that loud, thunderous just pop.
And then like you don't know what to do for like a second.
Yeah.
You're like, wait, do I make eye contact?
Yeah,
do I just act real natural because they always end up that way?
Are we allowed to high five for high fiving well? Like, is that something that people do? Like,
Rich, you got a good one yesterday too. The alone in the car fart.
dude.
Yeah, look, that one's controversial.
Why?
Because the alone in the car fart, if you're not careful, because you're alone, could turn into the I'm alone in the car, need to wipe.
Which, by the way, there have been those moments too. But how about this? And everybody's experienced this. You're dating a girl for the first time, or a guy, because I know girls fart, even though I try to block that out.
They smell like roses.
But you go out to your car, you say goodnight at the door, and you're like, I know she has a Ring camera. I just need to make it to the front seat of this Chevy Impala. And you get in there, you close the door, and as you're turning the key and looking to see if she's still staring at you from the porch, you lift up your left cheek and you just let rip the most thunderous, with reckless abandon. You're not worried about anything. You're just like, we have an evacuation.
Do you ever have a car? Well, you have a car with leather seats now, right?
Oh, yeah.
The same aspect. My first car had vinyl seats in it.
Boy, yeah.
And whoo, man, you could get some thunderous clapback.
Absolutely true. If you're wearing lacrosse shorts, yeah, you're in
no
big
doubt.
trouble. You're in big
No
trouble.
doubt. But some from last year, some carryovers. Fletch, you suggested sundresses. You thought that was knocked out way too early.
They were the Cinderella.
Another one I thought knocked out way too early was Home to Yourself.
Home to Yourself is a great one.
So what if we each pick one from last year's bracket that we would like to see in this year's bracket?
That probably that could probably be a way to get the last year's bracket involved. And also, listen, the listeners, the followers, the roadies, the dogs, the hangers, the bangers, like, you're going to be important in this. So get your entries in while the getting is good. We're going to compile the list in the 7 o'clock hour. We will announce the bracket in the 8 o'clock hour. It's the best bracket ever.
I see a bunch of guys playing with their technique and fundamentals.
Everything we said we're not going to do, we're done. We're bringing down to 11. No.
It's halftime. All right, Rich, what do you got for us?
Well, what I got for you is Padres-Dodgers underway in Seoul, South Korea. Two teams have combined for 18 runs now, 15 through 3 innings.
Or 21.
We got
21?
We got a pitching change, so it's going to be 20 minutes until the next pitcher takes
Well,
the mound.
the tying run at the plate for the Dodgers.
I'm so bad at math. In my brain, I went, no, that's 18. 21.
Well, all divisible by 3 there.
Yeah, perfect. For whatever reason, I'm just assuming the Padres have already been tied. But at 9. No, it's a 12-9 lead right now for the Padres. Bottom of the 8th inning. Like mentioned, a pitching change happening right now. And like I mentioned earlier, the bullpen is under the field. So whoever's relieving, is Kolek in the game? Well, yeah, Kolek just came up on an elevator.
Wow. Wow.
Also, the Los Angeles Dodgers have another side story going on. And I should say, this isn't a side story. This could be the story of the Major League Baseball season, depending on the way this pans out. So Dodgers interpreter for Shohei Ohtani was fired yesterday in South Korea.
Do you want the name? I spelled it out phonetically.
It's Ippei Mizuhara. Okay, Mitsuhara.
Yes.
So questions arise about at least $4.5 million of wire transfers that were sent from Ohtani's bank account to a bookmaking operation in Southern California that is currently under federal investigation.
Retro.
Yeah. How he came to lose his job started with reporters asking questions about this over the span of time they were in South Korea, because ESPN and other outlets informed Mitsuhara that he was going to they were going to release the story, whether or not he commented on it or not. Apparently, Mitsuhara spoke to the team, spoke to Shohei, said that there's a big story coming out and that he had apologized for his involvement and quickly stopped speaking. Ohtani's lawyers have done the speaking for him. This is a mess. Ohtani is the highest paid baseball player in the history of Major League Baseball. He is the highest paid athlete in the history of North American sports. He is a global superstar. He is a tentpole from MLB. If he was involved in some nefarious activity here, let's put it this way. Illegal gambling, federal investigation. People go to jail for stuff like that. So you can't rule out anything yet. I'm not saying it's going to go there, but you can't rule out anything yet.
Well, yeah. And this opens the door for a lot of eyeballs to look at a lot of things. So if he's done anything wrong, it's going to end up biting him here. You know what's crazy is that $700 million contract, right? $700 million. This $4.5 million wire transfer, he could do that over 155 million times.
Not to mention what he's making in endorsements,
Yeah, right.
which is basically supplementing his entire salary that he's deferred.
So I wonder, I mean, is any of that guaranteed? Is it all guaranteed?
Well, every dollar of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what if there's a gambling problem?
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's language in every contract that can void a contract. And I don't know specifically what's in Ohtani's contract. When you're paying a higher prized star, many times there's a lot fewer of those voids in those contracts. So we'll see what happens here. But yeah, this is not good for Ohtani. It's certainly not good for Mitsuhara, his longtime friend and interpreter. And we'll see what happens. But the feds are investigating this book, and $4.5 million of Ohtani's money went to that book. So something shady happened. We don't have all the information yet, but I promise you when I tell you this, Major League Baseball is going to be looking at this with great scrutiny. And if they don't have all the details before they arrive home from South Korea, which I doubt they will, this is going to be a much bigger story in a week before the start of their stateside journey.
Yeah, that's not good for a team.
No, not at all. All right, we got to step aside for a moment. Let's talk some
Diego Sports 760.
Yeah, buddy. Big Rich CD and Fletch. San Diego Sports 760. Forgot to mention a little earlier, we got a couple pairs of tickets to give away. Social D at the North Island Credit Union Amphitheater. That's happening April 12th. Bad Religion going to be there with them. Tickets and info, Ticketmaster.com. We also got a $50 gift card to Islands. Islands has a vast menu of items, a family-friendly, beachy vibe atmosphere with delicious food and drinks. Islands has the happiest happy hour starting weekdays at 3, the cheesiest cheddar fries, and the coldest beer in town. Visit Islands Fine Burgers and Drinks. We'll just keep listening for your chance to win those. We got an update out in Seoul, South Korea. The Padres lead by 1.
Yeah. So we will definitely be checking in on all the action as this continues. But yeah,
they're threatening. Fernando just got over to third on like an infield single, which is stuff Fernando does.
Yeah. Just doing Nando stuff.
So the best bracket ever. It is undeniable. It was easily one of the most popular brackets, and that's saying a lot. Last year in 2023, we definitely had a lot of suggestions last year, so we're leaning into it this year. We sort of we bubbled in a lot of the bracket entries ourselves, but this year we're employing your help. So if you want to send us a list of your best things ever, all you got to do is go to x.com or TikTok or Instagram, Big Rich TD Fletch, and in the comments and replies, just leave the best things ever, and maybe one of your entries could make the list. We're certainly hoping to fill this out by no later than 8:30, I would say.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's it.
Problem. I have no idea where the whiteboard is.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that as well.
It might be in the Hall of Fame somewhere. I honestly don't know.
The Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Oh, with written on it.
In the Naismith,
the BBB on it.
The Naismith Pro Basketball Hall of Fame.
I was like, is that by Narnia?
Yeah. It's just like the next storage closet over. It was an impressive showing last year for Sex, who, like we said, as a 1 seed, took it all. But some entries have already been brought into the equation. Somebody said the smell of gasoline.
I mean, I like the smell of gasoline.
Is it one of the best things ever?
I don't know if it's one of the best things ever, but what about like, do you like lighter fluid more than gasoline?
Actually,
the smell of lighter fluid is good to me.
For whatever, I guess.
Do I want to smell like lighter fluid?
Gasoline is ubiquitous, so everybody knows the smell of gasoline. I would say fewer people know the smell of lighter fluid.
That's true.
And also, are we talking about the one you spray on a campfire or the butane that comes out of the little bottle?
Oh, the campfire.
Yeah, okay.
Or like on the charcoal briquettes.
Got it.
The butane doesn't smell that great.
No. That's what I was thinking at first. I'm like, so you like just sniffing straight up farts.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. If it was on the charcoal briquettes like TD's talking about, I like that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
But if it's just lighter fluid itself, I don't know if I can associate a smell with it, where I can always associate a smell with gasoline.
Yeah. Which, by the way, is a pleasure. It's a pleasant smell. It's a pleasant smell.
I don't know if it's like something I look forward
to. Gasoline? I dig it.
Every time I pump my gas, I do try to get a whiff. Now, again,
do you smell your fingers?
Always.
Home run.
Yeah. Oh, look at
Manny
that.
Machado.
Hey, he's back.
Yeah.
Right on.
Second homer of the major league season. So it's a Mookie Betts hit one in the 5th. There's Manny goes in the 9th.
Is he thinking right now as he rounds the bases, damn it, I didn't win the car.
I wanted that Hyundai.
4 innings too late. So I don't know. I smell of gasoline doesn't get in.
There we go.
How about this one?
15-11.
How about a summer day and a poolside popsicle?
I mean, pretty strong. I'm not a popsicle guy, but I get it. Like,
your friends are out in the backyard. It's a hot day in the Central Valley, like where you grew up, TD.
Like 10 twin pops.
Yeah, and your mom like comes out. Hey, you guys want popsicles?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
I know. What about
I didn't grow up with a pool, so I can't relate to this.
We had to go to the plunge.
Yeah, I would say what would be like a better one for me is whatever the frozen colored sugar water in a bag was.
Those Otter Pops.
Oh
Otter
my God.
Pops.
Now those, you tear off the top plastic, and you always try to tear it off so it's not going to murder the corners of your mouth.
It always does
You
anyways.
can't do it. I would like try to cut like rounded edges.
Because the core, like they stab you, and then all of a sudden you have paper cuts, and you look like the Joker from Batman.
I don't know if that could be on the best bracket ever
But dude,
if you're bleeding.
But the juice, it's worth the bleed.
It's worth the squeeze.
Oh my God. Every single day. And you bite off little chunks as you go. And then I used to try to mash up like the bottom third.
Oh, I wanted slushy.
Not to get you guys too crazy. You know they make alcoholic ones now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had those too. But nothing beats the OG.
Yeah, I think Otter Pops, I think, are where it's
or
at.
I should say nothing beats the OP.
How about this one that came in here? A home run bat crack.
Well, we just heard one. That
one
works.
That's pretty strong.
I mean,
it's pretty strong.
It's
Does a home run bat crack sit above the sound of a golf ball into the cup?
Ooh, like the little.
Depends on who's hitting it. Because like a Barry Bonds home run back crack in the day, like that was something different.
Right.
And I don't think anyone's gotten them. Shohei got close a couple times last year to
right,
like Barry Bonds level
hang
back
on.
crack.
I'm gonna send you. We have Machado's home run right here. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm putting it on the rundown. Hang on. And there it is. Oh, actually, no, I put it in the wrong place. I put it under the 730. Right. So go hunting for that one. But click that.
Just find any link.
But see, okay, so this is what the texter, or I think it was a tweet, but this is what the tweeter said. This is one of the best things ever, the crack of a bat for a home run.
I mean, it does make your hair stand up.
We got a contender.
Well, yeah, no doubt. Also, I mean, the dugout dancers.
We may need to add that to the best bracket ever.
Wait, can we rate Don Orsillo's first home run call of 2024?
Oh, sorry. I was just listening to the sound. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
can you give it to us one more time?
Yeah, we apologize. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, you're at game 2 and you're already at that form.
It's like game 80.
Yeah.
The guy don't miss.
Golly.
He just don't miss.
Man.
All right. Well, listen, that might have to make an appearance. A home run back crack. That may end up.
That's a solid entry.
So, okay, if we're doing the other sports things, because we got to be thorough with this, what about like a really loud Troy Polamalu cracking a wide receiver over the middle? Like that contact,
like football big hit, like the sound it makes.
But I don't think that's a synonymous sound. But I get it. I mean, I'm with you.
Yeah,
it's like two rams locking horns. Crack.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Okay, so you're saying every time it sounds different from, but like a home run when you hear it.
Yeah, exactly. You know the home run.
But do you know it was like a huge collision? Well, I guess you do too.
Yeah, I guess you know it.
But sometimes it's very body, like you know, you kind of feel like the full thud of maybe a kidney exploding versus like a concussion. Gosh, I played the dumbest sport. I should have played baseball. Then I could wire transfer $5 million to my bookie.
4.5.
Sorry. I don't want to misstate things.
By the way, a rookie move here, buddy. I mean, you just went straight to the bookie. You didn't like try to funnel it through your dry cleaner first.
Like complicated language. Like apparently the 4.5 million was a line of credit he was extended to one of these offshore booking agencies.
Well, and we say it's from show. They're being very careful with the language of these articles. So the $4.5 million was sent via wire transfer from Shohei Ohtani's bank account, which, by the way, if this was any average human being, they would say he transferred money to the Southern California bookmaker. But because it's Shohei Ohtani and he has many, many lawyers working for him, it's the wire transfer originated from Shohei Ohtani's account. And right now we'll see who had access, I guess.
Well, they're saying it's his interpreter, right?
And they're calling it theft in headlines.
And his interpreter got fired for theft of Shohei Ohtani.
Well, I mean, that's good optics.
That's what Shohei's lawyers said yesterday.
Okay. I mean, let's read the exact statement from Shohei Ohtani's lawyer. I want to make sure that we cover all our bases here because they certainly are. They're making sure that nothing is misspoken about this whole situation. I really, for the sake of the game, for the sake of Shohei Ohtani, I mean, even though he's playing for the Dodgers and blah, but this would be terrible for Major League Baseball.
It would be terrible for sports.
Yeah. This would be,
I mean, this would transcend baseball.
Yeah, this would be a miserable story that would hang and loom and just torture. I mean, the Dodgers, but Major League Baseball for the rest of the season. It'll be all you hear if somehow he's tied to this. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully this was just one bad actor doing bad things and taking advantage of a good friend.
And we all know translators shady.
So the quote from the translator, I want everyone to know Shohei had zero involvement in betting.
Somehow. I've never known a shady translator.
Jesus.
I want everyone to know Shohei had zero involvement in betting. I want people to know I did not know this was illegal. I learned my lesson the hard way. I will never do sports betting again. That's from the interpreter. He also claims that Shohei Ohtani, he asked Shohei to pay off the debt, and Shohei decided to pay it off for him.
Wow, he's falling on the sword here.
Wait a second. Okay, so I'm struggling with this. So he's admitting fault here. Shohei Ohtani's paying off his debt willingly?
That's what he is saying.
Okay, so see, now this is the reason why I'm questioning things, because I'm confused by what everybody's saying.
So there was a great tweet yesterday that was like, I find, I can't remember the guy's name, but here, I have it right here. It's from Dustin Goker, I don't know, but it's not a reporter or anything. It was just a tweet.
Yeah.
He said, I think the biggest question I have in all of this is how Ohtani's interpreter was allowed to rack up $4.5 million in debt, if that's what actually happened. And the implication is, how could Shohei not know that this guy's racked up $4.5 million in debt?
Well, yeah.
When this guy gets paid by Shohei.
And by the way, okay, I'm going to read this. This 3 paragraphs. This sums up everything you just said from the ESPN article. Mitsuhara, longtime friend and interpreter for Ohtani, incurred gambling debts to a Southern California bookmaking operation that's under federal investigation. Multiple sources told ESPN how he came to lose his job started with reporters asking questions about wire transfers. Initially, a spokesman for Ohtani told ESPN the slugger had transferred the funds over to Mitsuhara's to cover Mitsuhara's gambling debts. So that means Ohtani full well knew that this guy was spending money with books, had debts, and the money was transferred by Ohtani to cover his debts. The spokesman presented Mitsuhara to ESPN for a 90-minute interview Tuesday night, during which Mitsuhara laid out the account in great detail. However, ESPN prepared to publish a story Wednesday. The spokesman disavowed Mitsuhara's account and said Ohtani's lawyers would issue a statement. So we have conflicting statements. In the courts, this is now from the lawyers representing Ohtani. In the course of responding to recent media inquiries, we discovered that Shohei has been the victim of massive theft, and we are turning the matter over to the authorities, read a statement from Burke Bretler, LLP. So listen, there's some truth hidden in plain sight here that is going to be discovered. If those wire transfers went directly from Shohei's account and it was from Shohei Ohtani to a bookmaker, and this is a bookmaker who's involved in illicit, illegal practices, it's going to be a bad look for Shohei Ohtani, even if he was doing it out of the kindness of his heart to cover debts for his buddy.
What's your gut tell you right now? What's the spidey sense?
The spidey sense. Okay. So this is pure speculation.
Okay.
This is just pure speculation on behalf of somebody who knows nothing, doesn't know Shohei Ohtani, doesn't know his interpreter, doesn't know anything about anything. But it sure does sound like somebody was using a proxy to place bets for him.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the assumption going around online right now.
So,
well, I mean,
my prediction for how this ends is Shohei Ohtani doesn't get in any trouble whatsoever. The interpreter falls on the sword wholeheartedly and is the one who takes everything, potentially a lot of jail time too, by the way.
I agree with both of you on that. 100% both of you. I think, I mean, my gut tells me that Shohei is in a bad light right now. And my gut also tells me they will spin this and it will be the interpreter's fault.
Maybe. The problem is you have conflicting reports. There's paper trails. There's money transferred. I mean, some of this stuff is public. I mean, so you're going to have a hard time This is a very murky situation.
The interpreter also tried to say, he's like, I've used DraftKings and stuff in the past, and I thought this was the same sort of deal. And he was going to some like shady dude.
Will they match $4.5 million?
Yeah. It's very similar. Yeah, this is very, very similar. Holy cow. Okay. Enough on that for now. We'll get back to that later in the show. Also, best bracket ever. Get in your suggestions. We're coming up on the 7:00 hour. We're going to start compiling our list before we put it into the bracket. So get your suggestions in. Big Rich TD Fletch all over social media.
Yeah.
And we're going to get to a weird story right before March Madness gets underway. What are we doing? What are we doing, college basketball?
Yeah, why you want to do this? Speaking of the college basketball tournament,
Yes.
yeah, we are going to be out at Dave and Buster's this Friday.
It's March Mania.
Yes, it is.
San Diego Sports 760.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch with you. We have quite a show lined up. The best bracket ever. We have tons of entries flooding in. So we're going to read off a whole bunch of them, and we're going to sort through them in the 7 o'clock hour. And then we're going to officially make the list of 16 entries, and we're going to put them on the best bracket ever. If you want to send us the best things ever, and look, this is highly subjective. This is all opinion-based.
Telling you right now, 16 is going to be tough.
16 is going to be tough. We
Like,
have some good entries.
You don't realize how many great things there are.
There are. The world's full of them.
Joy moments.
You just have to open up your eyes.
We got 2025 also.
What's that?
So
Oh,
any
next year.
great stuff that
I was
doesn't get
like,
in this year.
Well, we don't know. We don't know what happens here.
Honestly, you never know how much time you have left. Okay, really quick. Do we think NCAA has any room to be expanded? Like, I mean, is this something that anybody wants to see? We're talking about the tournament, obviously. I mean, 64 team. Do we need one single other team?
I don't think so. I mean, what? This works.
It's going to happen.
I hate this so
yeah,
much.
why?
Because it happens every 20 or so years if you go back and look.
Yeah, it happened in the 80s, happened in 85.
It's going to happen again.
Yeah, but hold on, though. Hold on. I mean, you do it until it's perfect.
So, right, but what I will say, the first four, these games were fantastic the last two nights. I don't know, like last night was electric. The Grambling State-Montana State game was actually awesome, went to overtime, and then Boise State and Colorado ended up winning. Boise State couldn't score in the last couple minutes of the game, but that was an awesome game too, both of them back and forth. So I'm there for more games like that. Like there's better teams out there that don't get to get into the tournament every year. So I understand what the NCAA is thinking, but they just want money.
68 teams. It's enough. We don't need expansion. They're talking about no more than 80 teams. John Calipari, you would assume that he's fine with the format.
I think currently it's more than 68 because it's 4 games, the first 4 games. So that's 8 teams.
The official bracket, though,
it would go 64 to 70. Math is hard.
Ooh,
8
boy.
extra teams. 60. What's 64 plus 8?
72.
So there's 72 teams now.
Well, with the first 4, I'm just saying right now, the current form here, look, where is it?
It's a 64 team bracket starting today.
Yeah. Yes, correct. Starting today, it's 64 teams. It whittles down to 32. And then obviously from there, we get to the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, Final 4, and then we're home stretch. Look, here, everybody hates this. I mean, they're talking about expanding it to, like, I shouldn't say everybody hates this, but there's no room for growth here. We don't need it. It's just greed. We water down all sports because somebody at the tippy top of the mountain wants to make more money, and it sucks. So same old story. It's the same as 18 games in the NFL. It's the same as, I promise you before I'm dead, there'll be more than 162 games in a baseball season. It's just the way this all works.
No, they need to go the opposite way.
Yeah. Well, but it's money, man.
It's money.
Yeah, they ain't gonna shrink it.
Yep, no chance. All right, best bracket ever. We'll get your entries on the other side as we head into our legendary bracket season. But first, I want to talk to you about my dentist. Is he a legend? I would say so. Dr. Jordan Colby over at Ocean View Dental. Awesome man.
on San Diego Sports 760.
Yeah, so we didn't hand over the breaking news until that update there. Fletch outlined it perfectly. The Padres win their first game of the season in Seoul, South Korea. Now they come home, play a couple exhibition games. They'll have the remembrance ceremony for Peter Seidler, and then they're headlong into the official start of their regular season stateside. But it's good to split against the Dodgers. Listen, if you split against the Dodgers this season, if that's one of the checked boxes that at the end of the season on the list, that box is checked.
Yeah.
That's not bad, boys.
I mean, so far in series versus the Dodgers, it's 0-0.
Yeah. We start from scratch next time out.
And we play for keeps.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt about
Stand
that.
on business.
Right.
Yeah, let the naysayers know. I've always said that. Ever since
Every hashtag we can think of.
ever since late this fall, hashtag stand on business. Look, Manny Machado is pacing towards 81 homers this season. I think that's something that we need to highlight here on the way out of this game.
And then what's 81 times 3?
81 times 3.
Wow,
bless
let's see,
America.
243.
So he's on pace for 243 RBIs.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. Because he did bat in 3. No. 1.5 per game. So 1.5 times 162 is
No, that was 3
God.
times 81. So if he had 3 RBIs every 2 games, he would get.
Oh, okay. There you go.
yeah.
you
Maybe.
did it. Wow.
You did
I
it.
already forgot
Wow.
the number. 243.
Yeah, that's
243.
correct. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I'm assuming I'm doing
An
my math
81
correctly.
homer season with 243. They'll put him in the Hall of Fame before his career ends. He'll
Listen,
be in Cooperstown.
This is it, man. This is what we asked for, though. We said we need Manny Machado to step up if the Padres are going to win games this year, and he is. So, in fact, smashing records.
The dude's gonna have 243 RBIs this year. He's stepping up.
Yeah, people are going to be like, is he playing with an aluminum bat? What the hell has happened to Manny Machado?
He didn't have ringworm, does
Getting
he?
a drug test every week? We're pretty sure he's doing something wrong. We just can't find it yet. Oh, wow. The Aztecs are in the big game, the big dance. They start their whole go of it coming up tomorrow. Their tip-off time is 10:45. 5 seed taking on 12 seed UAB, the Blazers, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be enjoying it here while they're in Spokane playing in the first round over at Dave & Buster's. So if you want to join us for a viewing party, I suggest you do. First 100 in, get a power play card, get $10. Woo! You can go and hit the arcades. Also, they're going to have discount drinks, discount bites, appetizers. Going to be a good time.
Discount double checks. We don't know.
Maybe some double checks.
Yeah, we don't
Maybe
know.
Triple checks.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how they do it at D&B.
I just know it's going to be a party.
Yeah, Mission
and we're going to
Valley.
be there.
Yeah, I can't wait for that. It's going to be a blast. Also, Darnay Tripp. He's going to join us in the 8 o'clock hour.
He may have an ad to the best bracket ever.
He could give us a late entry.
We did that last year. We had John Schaefer on the show talking about Aztecs, and John was like, "Oh, kombucha has to be in there."
Yeah, that was a first round
and
bounce.
then he went around and gathered votes, and of course, being the intelligent human beings we were like, okay, they're gonna have a play.
Whoa, we got this one.
Whoa,
we got this one off the text line. Slurpees, dude.
Oh yeah, man.
Slurpees. Dude, he said it twice.
So TD would know this better than any of us, but if you work like a construction job, I would imagine the best thing ever after a construction shift would be to stop by 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee.
Yeah, you know what? That is a strong showing. Swinging over to 7-Eleven, gathering some snacks and a 32-ounce Slurpee.
Lifetime in sports here. After any practice or any game, whatever sport I was playing, lacrosse, basketball growing up, any practice or game, if you hop in the front seat of, say, a late 90s Ford Bronco, Eddie Bauer edition, and your dad looks over at you wearing his blue collar t-shirt that has some sort of union logo on the left breast.
There's a fist on it somewhere.
Yeah. And he goes, "Hey, you want to hit 7-Eleven, get a Slurpee?" I mean, the feeling you got inside of you, the anticipation. There is nothing better than a Coca-Cola Slurpee after a hot practice.
What about Coca-Cola mixed with cherry?
Yeah, but you know what I like to do though? Okay, so one, I like my Slurpees when they're not quite ready. They're a little bit slushy still, but you got to be careful because if you fill all the way to the top, she'll expand.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, and also what happens is those Pop-Tarts, they still have not figured out the tops, because at some point, if you don't sip it fast enough, the fluid will leak between the lid and
Yeah.
the outer ring
Yeah.
of the top of the cup.
Not a perfect tight seal. However, when I also fill the Slurpee with the Coke Slurpee, you go like, I don't know, about 75% of the way. And then I go to the cherry and go lightning fast. So it like shoots down in the middle, like a Twinkie.
I'm going to impale my Coca-Cola Slurpee with a stripe of cherry.
Golly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're making a
that's
lot of sense.
That's a strong showing.
That is a strong showing. Okay, so Slurpee, look, we're asking you, compile your own list of the best things ever. Text us 70470, start your message with team. Reach out to us on any of our social media channels, TikTok, Instagram, x.com. Find us at Big Rich TD Fletch.
Just thinking about this here, we do a lot of bits that somehow point towards 7-Eleven. I mean, we got pizza, we got rollers, we got hot dogs, we got beer, we got Slurpees. Is 7-Eleven? Is that a contender for the best bracket?
You mean
ever?
just 7-Eleven period?
Just 7-Eleven.
All encompassing.
Yeah. I mean, does that make the list?
Yeah,
I would say yes.
Because listen, CVS not making the list.
No.
Rite Aid, I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah,
7-Eleven does not miss.
Now, Rite Aid with Thrifty, though.
But ice
I
cream
know.
just in general. That was on last year's best bracket ever.
Ice cream.
Yeah,
did make it
that's
on.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All
Okay.
right.
God, there's a lot to break down here in the next hour.
This is why we do this, guys. We do the hard work so the good people don't have to.
Lord.
Geez, wow.
Man.
Wow.
Here's another one on the text line. The perfect steak.
Well, that might have been me. I texted the show. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. Dude, when you go to a nice restaurant and they go, how would you like that steak cooked? And you say, chef suggestion. Chef suggests a warm pink center, medium rare. Perfect. Thank you very much. And they bring out a sizzling Delmonico or like a perfectly seared New York strip. Or like a flame broiled prime ribeye.
Yeah. Oh, or that like a bacon wrap fillet.
It's a good thing we eat sitting down.
Still sitting.
It's a good thing we eat sitting down. Because right now I'll embarrass myself. I will.
Or will you?
I mean, yeah. After
35 pounds down and the man zone.
I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I would look. You guys searching for a flagpole? Tell you right now. You need me to hoist the main.
Listen, a perfect steak is hard to beat.
Yeah, perfect steak does something to you.
And it's I mean, like men and women can appreciate a perfect steak.
100%. 100%. A lot of meat eaters in this audience. So over the break, the game ends, and then all of a sudden everybody's scrambling to get their articles out. The New York Post went ahead and put out an article on the Dodgers. What did they focus on here, Travis?
Dodgers co-owner Todd Boehly, he is spotted on camera putting both of his fingers in his nose, and then immediately afterwards, both of his fingers go in his mouth.
Oh my God! He picked it and ate it.
He picked it and ate it.
Oh my gosh!
Listen, New York Post gives you the stories you're looking for.
Yeah, there's no question about that.
Good Lord. So look, we have it on good authority that co-owner of the Dodgers eats his own boogers.
Dirty, rotten nose picker. It's disgusting.
Wow.
Let's see. I'm looking at the replies underneath our BBE post here. How about this? Ooh, clocking out of work on Fridays.
Oh, that is a good feeling. Ooh, that is a good feeling.
Okay.
That final punch. Boom.
Okay, check this out. Any 3-day weekend. This is all from J Pablo, Mexican _abroad on x.com here.
Photoshop extraordinaire.
Oh, he's good. Next one, tax return.
Yeah, because those don't always come.
You get that from the government.
I'll be honest, we just got ours. It's a nice feeling.
Right. We got to do our taxes. Sarah tells me every day.
We are filing for an extension because we are not organized.
What?
How about this? Fresh haircut.
Oh, okay. A fresh
Wouldn't
haircut.
know.
Oh,
Kendall just takes the.
Wow.
That's how I cut my hair.
Wow.
Sorry to damper the parade.
But-
Bald men unite.
Well, I'm letting you know a fresh haircut is pretty strong.
It is good.
I mean, it feels good.
I got one recently after getting butchered.
Yeah.
At a haircut,
Yeah.
At a hair salon. I had forgotten how good it feels. How about this? Makeup sex. All these from J Pablo.
Oh, wow. Wow. That is also good.
Yeah. Like anytime you get into a big fight, a big blowout, and all of a sudden you're just like, let's settle this score the right way. It's not bad.
Let's come together
right now.
right now.
Over me.
That was not.
That's a Beatles
that was a
lyric.
Beatles song,
That's
and I meant like two people like deciding that they are now going to squash any problems. Yeah.
Any beef. No issues there. Okay.
Why'd you like put the emphasis on beef?
Just any beef. I mean, any beef.
The perfect steak?
You know what? We should probably get to the morning monologues, but first this. No?
No. Okay.
Okay. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Let's take a quick break.
Playing with their technique and fundamentals.
Everything we say we're not gonna do, we've done. We're playing down to 11. No.
It's halftime. All right, Fletch, what do you got for us?
This is a disaster.
Everything's
look,
fine.
guys, I'm working really hard.
What?
Okay.
Oh, you're filling out a bracket.
Well, and apparently last year we did the actual bracket incorrectly.
How?
Yeah,
Like, we had
got
the seeds
pairing
off.
wrong.
Oh,
So I'm trying to make sure I don't make the same mistake again
Yeah,
this year.
that was the one complaint that
we
got.
needed the 1 to face the 8.
Yeah,
We
just
need
had
the 2 to
stupid
face
trolls.
the 7. Yeah.
Okay, but anyways,
But
Padres.
what did
they
we do
won.
last year?
No, we did that. It was our second round matchups that were thrown off because of how the first round was constructed.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb me.
Yep. It's all you. We got to find a whiteboard, by the way.
Oh, I'll go looking for one right now.
All right. Well, the Padres win their first game of the season. They're now 1-1 on the year. They actually did a franchise record 15 runs against the Dodgers. That's the first time they've ever scored 15 runs in a game against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Manny Machado, the big home run in the game. They win. What was the final score? 15-11?
15-11.
15-11. That's
Yeah.
a lot of runs in a game, man.
Yeah, it was a 3-run shot by Manny.
NCAA tournament last night. 2 more teams punching their ticket as Grambling State and Colorado both advancing to the NCAA tournament, which gets going today at 9 a.m. Hey, TD, where can you listen to the NCAA tournament here in San Diego?
Right here, San Diego Sports 760.
Westwood
Home.
One's coverage?
Yeah, Westwood One's coverage.
From like 9 a.m. all day today. Make sure you're listening.
9
They
a.m.
will have it going on. And
All
then
day today.
tomorrow, 10:45, Aztecs taking on UAB. You can listen here on 760, but if you want to come out and hang out with the guys, get on over to Dave & Buster's. The entire station is going to be out there. The Dave & Buster's in Mission Valley. First 100 people in, they're getting a $10 power card. You can try to play games against TD. I promise you're going to lose.
Or you can play. You can hang out with the guys and the girls.
Oh, yeah, Marty Caswell.
Yeah, that's right. You can be hanging
Jim
out.
Russell.
Yeah. He's not awake.
No. Dude, they did another like 3 a.m. watch party. John fell asleep halfway through.
Through the watch party?
Yeah, because John's in Spokane, so he was traveling all day because he's there for the Aztecs game against UAB. And so halfway through the watch party, like when I woke up at 3:30 this morning and turned on the game and turned on their little thing, John was asleep.
He should have fallen asleep in yesterday's game. This one was a lot better for Padre fans as they were just, racking up hits, racking up runs. It felt good. It was all the things we said we needed to see. We wanted to see that the Padres need to do in order to win games this season. And they did it against the Dodgers.
And Luis Campusano was awesome from the catcher position.
Oh,
it's just all around a really good day for the Padres. And yeah, we're taking the roller coaster because today I feel a lot better about this team. Well, look, it's all going to come down to scoring runs this year. Like, I think if anything, through 2 games, like we've seen, A, the Padres are going up against some of the best competition they'll face all year. And B, if they're not scoring runs, which was the issue last year, like the pitching can only get you so far. And the pitching really needs to come into clutch in the postseason. The regular season is about scoring runs.
Well, the one consistent portion of the Padres we've seen over the past 2 games is they give up runs, which is not good, which definitely means you got to put more on the board there.
Now, you're not facing the Dodgers lineup in every single game. Like that is a just brutal lineup to go against when you think about Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman. He found
the whiteboard. Wow. Whose office was it in?
We found it in Narnia.
Why? It says, did they use permanent ink? Wow, somebody used a Sharpie. We got another side. We're fine. We're good. All right, we're in. We have all the components now. Good. Thank God. The BBE will continue on here. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760.
That was a close one, yes.
That was a close one. Do you have a key to Narnia? Just kicking the door.
It turns out I have access.
I don't even think I have access.
Which
turns out I have access too.
Yeah. I've been given a lot of latitudes here at iHeart San Diego that probably I shouldn't be privy to.
Well, it's funny. When I got my key card, somebody asked, like, hey, can you turn it on to make sure it works on this particular door? And then like the next day, the dude who gave me access was let go. So I think he just fit, select all.
Mine, I'm pretty sure, belonged to somebody who's dead now, who was way more important in the building than I am. And it's on, like, they don't even give these out anymore. It's on my keychain.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You got the little.
So
you got the big time one.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, I'm pretty sure I can get into everyone's office that's key fob protected, which I've never really used until now.
We should try, like, just see what happens.
Just start buzzing doors. So all of a sudden we have no copy paper. Every last ream.
Yeah. You know what's cool though? About every 3 months, the building owner does something, and then your key card won't let you into the building.
Yeah, that's fun. That's always a good time. All right. Well, listen, we have the bracket. Well, I should say we have the whiteboard. We need the entries for the best bracket ever. We're building it today. Okay. We're gonna whittle the field, which, by the way, we've gotten a ton. And I mean a ton of entry suggestions. You have about 8 minutes left. If you want to bring in yours right now, go to Big Rich TD Fletch on Instagram, TikTok, X.com, or text us 70470. Start your message with team. If you want to weigh in on Talkback, you have that available to you as well. Free iHeartRadio app right next to the play button. It's the microphone button. You can leave us a 20-second voicemail.
Are we cutting off the suggestions at 7:30 and then whittling down the playing field from that point on?
I think so.
Okay. All right.
I think so.
mean, unless there's like a monster suggestion that comes in.
I mean, you can always make changes late, but we're really trying to set the field of 16, and then we're going to build the bracket in the 8 o'clock hour. Okay. So there it is. Whew. Okay. That's coming up next. But first, Fletch, I got to tell you something. That black polo, it's slimming.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what else is? Your body.
Yup.
And why is that, Fletch?
Because of SDFatLoss.com. You know, Wade and Chloe, they really did save some lives here on this show. And I'm not necessarily talking about the three of ours, even though they did that too. What I'm really talking about is our wives, because turns out I've been put in a bit of a situation here where I can't walk right now because I broke my ankle. But Kendall's been able to help me. And there's no chance she would have been able to help me 6 months ago because I weighed 40 more pounds than I do right now. And it just makes everything in life a little bit easier. I know, like, I don't want to talk about my ankle happening as if it was a good thing because it's not. It sucks. But what I have seen from it is that my weight loss has helped with that. Like, it's a little bit easier for me to do the things that I have to do now that I'm really only using one foot all the time. And that's thanks to Wayne and Chloe. Look, if you want them to build you a roadmap for a better lifestyle, a better life for you, get on over to sdfatloss.com today and you can drop 20, 30, 40 pounds within just a couple of months. That's what happened to all three of us. And the beauty of sdfatloss.com is they help you keep the weight off long term. It's a quick fix in the short term. Long term, it's better for you. So get on over to sdfatloss.com today. They will build you out the roadmap. And by the way, if it doesn't work for you, if within 10 days you haven't lost a single pound, they will give you your money back. So get on over to sdfatloss.com today. Sign up for the free consultation. Talk to Wayne and Chloe. Get the roadmap built out. And then start losing weight tomorrow. All right, sdfatloss.com is where you need to go. Coming up next, we update you on what happened this morning with the Padres, as well as the best bracket ever 2024 making a return.
It's on. Tomorrow morning, join Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, Darren and Marty, John and Jim. Diego Sports 760.
Yeah, we are doing it here on a Thursday. Staring down a bar cart Friday, by the way, brought to you by Keg and Bottle, 10 locations all throughout San Diego County. We still got some giveaways here. Social D tickets, North Island Credit Union Amphitheater. That's happening April 12th, coming up quick here. Also, $50 gift card to Islands. Just keep listening for your chance to win those. Meanwhile, I went to go procure a dry erase board so we could build this bracket. I didn't find any dry erase markers, but I found some sealed VHS tapes, which seems like a pretty solid score.
Those are going in our office.
Why?
You told me I could record 8 hours on a T160?
That's right, baby.
And we got a 3-pack? That is, by my count, 24 hours of video coverage.
I mean, that's insane.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, but then we found a dry erase marker on the floor.
Yeah, so no big deal. We're all covered.
Thank goodness.
The VHS tapes feels like a lap.
Why?
Why would that be?
Why would that? Look how cool that is. I mean, they're sealed. These were probably purchased in 1996.
I would guarantee it. There's got to be some sort of date marking on one of those packages.
I don't know. We'll find out.
All right, so we're here. We've arrived at the point in the show where we have to whittle the field down to just 16 entries for the best bracket ever. This is going to be really difficult because there have been a lot of great entries. I'm going to scour Instagram right now. Haven't checked out TikTok yet, but our social media channels are open. So if you want to grab a late entry right now, get in on the fun, go ahead and do that. Let's see. On TikTok. Hitting all the green lights. This one came from Travis Dale.
Yeah, what?
Okay, all right. So let's mull that for a second. When you're in the car and you have a run of green lights, I had one this morning where it took me. So normally Pacific Beach is a huge cul-de-sac. Like you're stuck in there, right? You have to get out to a freeway. Oh, dude, it's amazing. What is this now? Wow.
We should eBay these VHS tapes.
You can eBay them for $80? Wait, that's an 8-pack though, isn't it? No, it's a 10-pack. Okay, so
we got 3-pack.
$24.
I mean, that seems pretty good.
It's about $1 an hour. That's crazy.
Sorry.
Anyways, all green lights is a good entry. Let's see. On Instagram, I'm opening up our show account on Instagram right now. Let's see what we got there.
What you got on the Instagram?
Here it is. Comments. Okay, how about this one? Oh no, this was similar. This might be the same guy. Great haircut.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. Oh, a gym or weight room personal record.
Oh wow.
That's a solid one.
Listen,
too.
I mean, I get it. I get you wanting to break the personal record. Well, I guess a gym or weight room personal record for me would be going to the gym or weight room.
Oh shoot!
Right.
You can't pick that up, can you? I just threw the dry erase marker. Now Fletch has his scooter in reverse.
You better watch that. You got the wheel of football right next to that broken foot.
Hang on, I'm gonna pick that back up.
Wow.
Hang on.
Wow.
Do it.
Wow.
No, you can't.
How about this one? This actually from Fletch. The smell of a barbecue. Like you're down the street, all of a sudden you get the waft of the smoke coming at you. Wow. That's also a solid entry.
All
wow.
right.
Oh, what are we putting? We're putting the bracket up on the board right now.
He's going to start drawing the bracket. I guess you're going to have to just shout out when you hear one that you like. New socks? We just got this one?
Listen. New socks. New socks. Whoever put that, genius.
Socks. Jesus. That feels like, that pales in comparison to, like, for example, one from our listeners. No, we can say that. A photo finish pee.
Yeah.
Like you're about to pee your pants, but somehow you make it to the bathroom.
Right.
I think that's the inference there.
Fletch, I'm going to say right now, you probably want those larger. I mean, do we need to do the full bracket on this thing right now? I guess so. And never mind. Yeah, go with that. Just saying. It's going to be not a lot of writing room.
Yeah.
Wow. He just told me I was number one.
Yeah, he did. He gave it to, they call that the California Howdy.
It's incredible. Let's see here. What else do we got? Twerking. Twerking made the list. Twerking is pretty good.
Yeah. How about chicken wings?
Okay.
Chicken wings.
Just chicken wings. I mean, because that's all encompassing of all the flavors of chicken wings.
Chicken wings is such a solid.
God, that is a great
entry.
One.
Oh my God.
Let's go a little further here. Oh, dude. First day of summer break.
First day of summer break's a good feeling.
First day of summer break.
That might be the best. That might be the best thing ever.
Oh.
Unexpected nudity. Okay.
Wait, flesh points.
Okay,
Let's go. Thumbs up.
Okay, that includes nip slips, side boobs. How about half a ball?
Well, is anybody excited over that?
A half sack?
What?
I mean,
it makes the news.
well, dude, yeah.
Like if a coach trips over a bench or something and something flies out.
Yeah. Full scrotal nudity.
I feel like that's going to be, if that makes this bracket, that one's going to go a long way.
Okay, how about this? This is interesting. The active beer. The beer while doing anything.
Okay.
I mean, but let's go down the list of beers. Lake beers are great.
Right.
Golf course
a boat beer.
What's that?
A boat beer.
A boat beer.
Or just fishing beer.
Fishing beer.
On the side of you're just sitting there on the sand.
On the dock, on the sand, on the boat. A fishing beer is a good beer.
Yeah.
A garage beer.
No, is a garage beer, is that active beer?
I mean, I guess you are kind of garaging when you're drinking a garage
like
beer.
Fishing, I could say active beer.
Active, yeah, that's a good point. But I mean, when we put it on the list, people have to know what it is,
right?
Like people know what a fishing beer is. Will they know what an active beer is?
I don't know. Texters weigh in. Would you know what an active beer is?
But okay, you definitely know what a garage beer is. Everybody's had that moment where it's not the main fridge; it's the fridge that happens somewhere away from the house. Whether it's I don't know, it's in the garage or it's like a second fridge in the house. It's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. It's fantastic. Especially like on a summer afternoon, summer evening, you got the sun maybe behind the house. So the garage is a little bit cooler.
We're getting loaded up with beer ones now. Ice chest beer.
Ooh, God. The ice chest beer is always that much colder.
Camping beer. Well, that's really an ice chest beer.
Camping beer. Yeah. Ice chest beer. That's true. Also camping beer would get lumped into active beer.
Oh my God.
Back of the truck beer.
Back of the truck beer. That's also an ice chest. That's also an ice chest beer. But ice chest beer is a good beer because that's a fishing beer. That's a boat beer. That's a back of the truck beer. That's a tailgate beer.
So does ice chest beer make the list over an active beer?
I think so because it is an active beer.
It is, yeah.
Because you're in the act of doing something when you're drinking a beer out of an ice chest.
A little bit easier to understand.
The beach beer.
Out of an ice chest.
Out of an ice chest.
That is a good beer.
Ice chest beer.
Ice chest beer I like a lot. I feel like that could be a strong showing as well. God, a lot of good entries on the list.
Empty movie theater.
Okay, hold on.
You're out with your buds.
Right. You roll in. Maybe it's like a matinee, 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
You walk into the movie theater with your buddies, and you're the only ones there.
A whole theater to yourself is cool. Whether you're with your buds or maybe it's like a newer relationship, so you're still going on dates. And all of a sudden you realize, well, nobody's here. So
yeah.
I'm just saying, are we going to watch Dune 2 or are we going to watch the second half of Dune 2? You catch my drift? We'll catch it after intermission.
The bracket has been drawn on the dry erase board. It is complete. A little straighter than last year. Which is
by
pretty
the way,
good.
it still has its classic Ben Fletcher. I drew this in a hurry, but this time on one leg. Yeah. So it is a little tilted to the right. Which is fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Just like me.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's fine. In the Fletch household, that's just called. Well, it doesn't matter what it's called. Okay. All right. So we need 13. So we're gonna. Ice chest.
We need 13 because we're picking 3.
I'm sorry. Yeah. We're picking 3 from last year. So sundress on the list from last year. I think that was Fletch's contribution, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that makes it yoga pants last year. I think it has to make it back.
Guys, I am pooped.
Was yoga pants on it last year?
I think it made it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was. That'll be mine because, dude, I don't think anything because yoga pants / shorts now. Yoga shorts.
Wow. You know the yoga pants that have the windows down the legs?
Dude, it's getting on the list. Yoga pants / shorts is on the list. Oh my God. I love the windows. What's the one that you would want from last year?
So I had said earlier the Home Alone afternoon nap, but that's also
House to
That's also
yourself.
house to yourself.
Yeah.
So I feel like house to yourself has to make it back for me. That one did not go far enough.
House to yourself
Yeah.
is a good one. I'm going to get that, by the way, on Friday
What?
somehow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Friday night, I get the house to myself.
Here's another one I threw out there. It's because I was
Pause. Time out.
Yo.
Friday night. Are you not going to David Keckner?
Oh, yeah, I am.
House to yourself, David Keckner.
Oh, shoot. Damn it. Well, I guess I can go and then I can come home to a house to myself.
That's pretty sweet.
That is actually awesome.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. One activity that I was partaking in the other day was had the Q-tip, down deep in the ear, scratching the itch.
Oh my God.
I don't know how to say that other than like the Q-tip ear scratch.
Q-tip ear itch.
It
Q-tip
is like
ear-
next level perfection, but you're also not supposed to do it, which I think
No.
makes it a little bit better.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
are being a little
yeah.
naughty.
Right. Well, you're not supposed to try to see the sun shine through that sundress. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's also
You know?
true.
You know what
Okay,
I'm saying?
all right. Do you want that on the list? Do you like that enough?
I don't know. I mean, I guess we weigh in on this.
Okay.
We vote on this.
Ice chest beer has to be on.
Yeah,
it.
ice chest beers.
Okay, because that is the active beer we discussed. All right, so we're up to 4. We have sundress, yoga pants / shorts, house yourself, ice chest beer.
Mhm.
We need a 5th entry.
Should we take a little break here, work on this during the break, and then unveil the
I think
remaining list?
I think so. That's the
Also,
the move.
Padres won.
Oh yeah,
Padres won.
Yeah, they
Manny
did.
Machado hit a home
Padres
run.
won.
Luis
Yeah.
Campusano had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
You're caught up.
15-11. Yeah, it was great.
How would you rank arch supports?
Oh man, I mean that's high on my list. Well, I'll tell you right now, arch supports might be a 1 or a 2 seed. Actually, since there are 2 sides to the bracket, it'll be a 1 seed on one side because I'll tell you right now, it's a life changer. It's a game changer.
mhm.
If you struggle with lower body joint pain, you need to get to the Good Feet store. I've been saying it for years, literally years now, because that's how long I've been wearing their arch supports. It works for me. And what do I mean by that? I used to have a terrible back. I used to have a really bad knee on the right side. The hip was starting to go on the right side. And I mean, starting to go like so much pain that I was booking orthopedic visits and I was going to get imaging done. And then I didn't have to because I started wearing these arch supports and it went away. Now, you tell me, I start wearing the arch supports, hip feels fine. Good Feet store. Just put 2 things together. Good Feet store. So if you two, there's one good thing on one foot, one good thing on the other foot, you put them together, your feet are together.
I would be here. It was like, I got my family back.
The way to the title game last year. Listen as they try to do it again on San Diego Sports 760.
Wow, Big Rich, TD, and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. You heard that promo. The Aztecs are coming up tomorrow as they play in the big dance against UAB. That's going to be a 10:45 tip-off tomorrow morning. We aren't going to be in Spokane. We're going to be here. The show's lineup, plus many other shows from the station, going to be over at Dave & Buster's in Mission Valley. If you want to show up too, they're going to have discount drink specials and some appetizers. They're going to have the first 100 people through the door, which open at 10 a.m., going to get a power play card with with $10 on it. First 100 gets $10.
That's right.
So you get $10 to play arcade games against TD and just get woefully destroyed in
you can play it against whoever you want. But I'll be there.
A line of 100 people waiting to play you on like Fast and Furious 4.
Just beat the hell out of me.
Okay, we've done it because we're talking about the Aztecs. We're talking about March Madness. Obviously, everybody's getting their brackets in shape. Today's the day. Get them done before noon, I would say. But the most important bracket
way before that.
Yeah,
Game started like 9:30 this morning.
Oh my god!
Get your brackets done like right now.
Do your bracket now. Don't wait. Don't do what I said.
Yeah, listen,
it's 9 o'clock.
As soon as we get off the air, we hand over to Westwood One's coverage. I believe the first game either starts at like 9:15 or 9:30.
Oh my gosh. I need to get busy on a couple of things here. So I'm going to take the rest of the show off. Yeah. You guys can handle it from here. No. Listen.
Yeah, first game, 9:15, Michigan State, Mississippi State. It's also a badass game. Like Tom Izzo does not lose in March.
Yeah. I'm excited. There's a lot of really sneaky, cool matchups. Like Nebraska snuck in, and they've got that shooter, the Japanese guy. I forget his name, but absolutely,
he's like the new Steph Curry.
Yeah. I mean, he is the Asian version of Steph Curry. He's incredible. Okay. So we put all that.
Yeah, do your bracket right now. Don't listen to Rich.
Do your bracket right now.
You damn right. Do your bracket right now.
And listen to this. We've compiled the list.
Best bracket ever
of the best things, and they will battle each other on the best bracket ever. So, and by the way, this is in no order. We haven't seeded these yet.
No,
but these are the top 16 best things ever that will be on the best bracket ever 2024. We start with sundress, yoga pants / shorts, and house to yourself. Those were holdovers from last year's bracket, and none of those three won. We just all got a vote to see which one we wanted back in. Sex won the bracket in 2023.
Yeah.
Which was a 1 seed that took it all the way.
Yeah, it's incredible. Sex holding the trophy. It's as well deserved.
But so those are the first three in, and
by
then
the way,
go ahead.
This is my brother Daryl on the Twitter. Yes, strong entry. I don't think we can put it on the bracket though. Yeah.
Wait a second. We can't say this though.
Wait, what? I don't know if you can.
No.
I don't think you can.
No, because I'm understanding it a little bit differently than
you're
you guys
getting
are.
dumped.
No. So he says he wants on the bracket leaving it in, which I see as maybe what he's talking about as like the Pop-Tart a little bit longer in the toaster. Maybe the pizza bites a little bit longer in the microwave.
That's probably what it means.
The Hot Pocket for one more rotation on that plate, whatever that plate is on the carousel in the microwave. That's what he's talking about.
Do you always feel like when you're heating up the Hot Pocket, or maybe you're trying to melt butter, you're like trying to dance on the edge of it exploding?
And then you're thinking,
rest of the list.
Should I leave it in? That's what you're thinking.
That's what he meant.
Okay, next on the list, ice chest beer.
Ooh.
Yeah. That had to be on. What do you got next after that?
We got the home run bat crack.
That is easily one of my favorite sounds.
Slurpees, hot dogs, rollers, all the things you can get at 7-Eleven.
Now that does feel a little corporate of us to put that on the list.
Yeah. Do we say convenience stores?
Convenience stores. I mean, yeah. We'll get back to that one.
Yeah.
We'll work on it. Maybe it'll just be limited to Slurpees.
Well, this one here came in late, but strong. freebies.
Anything free.
Yeah, like something comped. Hey, the drink's on us. It's on the house.
This was an Instagram submission, and the guy said, "It's on me."
It's on me.
Anytime.
Like, that was the submission.
But I mean,
Right.
freebies are great. Like, okay, upgrades when you go to a hotel. Like, a free fast pass line because the line was too long. Like stuff like that. Okay, how about this one? Unexpected nudity.
Yeah.
That's got to be on the
I
bracket.
Might be a 1 seed.
That might be a 1 seed.
Unexpected nudity is strong.
Right.
We're talking about, okay, you're at the grocery store, you're next to a woman who's wearing a tank top. She reaches for the cereal box on the low shelf, and you're like, that's a nipple. That is just an unexpected nipple, and that's cool. Okay, how about this one? Smell of BBQ. You come down the road, it's Phil's BBQ on Sports Arena.
Right.
And they got the smokers going.
Right.
All right, what's next?
Well, do we want to give the rest of the list on the other side here?
We got 7 more to unveil.
Okay.
But TD needs to tell us about his truck.
Yeah, I do. Because I need some time, man. I need some time to talk about how much I love my truck.
UAB on San Diego Sports 760.
All right, so we have a very busy Thursday, and happy Thursday to everyone who celebrates. Big Ritz, TD and Fletch, San Diego Sports 760. Darnay Tripp joining us in just a few minutes, NBC sports anchor. He covers the Aztecs, obviously covers the Padres. He has a podcast called On Friar. He and Derek Togerson break down all of the Padres storylines. I'm sure they're going to be getting into this 15-11 victory over the Dodgers. They split the Seoul series in South Korea with the LA team amid a very weird week for the Dodgers because they get the win yesterday and then outpours a story about Shohei Ohtani's interpreter maybe stealing $4.5 million worth of money from Shohei Ohtani's bank account, even though the spokesperson for Ohtani said that he was lending the money to his interpreter to cover gambling debts, and then his lawyers later came out with a statement that refuted those claims. Okay, listen. So something happened with money and gambling, and the book that the money was eventually sent to is under federal investigation.
I always like the interpreter came out and said, "Yeah, I didn't know that gambling was illegal." You know how you can tell is when you can't tell anybody about it. Like that. Like that's usually like a key. Yeah, you can't do that.
Right. You remember how like you had to transfer the money via wire transfer? Yeah, that was the problem.
Right. And when you know how to do it in secret.
Yeah. That's how you know it's not allowed. Yeah.
No bueno.
So anyways, the truth is somewhere out there. We don't know exactly what the truth is. We do know that we are going to get to the bottom of the truth of what the best things ever are. In 2024, we have the best bracket ever. So before we jump in with Darnay, we have to finish the list. Right now, we've listed the top 9. I think Smell of BBQ was... Now,
so far we got sundresses, house to yourself, ice chest beer, yoga pants, home run back crack, 7-Eleven, which is being debated.
I think we're just going to go Slurpees on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Freebies, or what about like road trip snacks? I don't know. Unexpected nudity, barbecue
that's
smell.
pretty good.
So because Slurpee would also be in road trip snacks.
Ooh.
yeah.
Well, yeah, but also not.
Slurpees, freebies, unexpected nudity, smell of BBQ.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, is there anything we could replace with road trip snacks?
Does it
7-Eleven.
Well, that's now Slurpees.
I
mean,
Slurpees.
so number 10 right now on the list is great haircut. Does road trip snacks beat out great haircut because you have people like Fletch who don't get a haircut?
That's, I
There's
mean,
a lot of the population who's bald.
hang on. Road trip snacks, I think, replaces great haircut.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I think it
Look
does.
at this. That just happened, folks.
Gardettos. You got like those little crackers that are cheddar on the outside, peanut butter on the inside.
I mean,
Dude, but a bag of like gummy worms.
Well, let's just think.
Peach rings.
Yeah. I mean, look, I will say this, though. A great haircut, like on
know.
a Friday.
Oh,
Like, okay, a Friday 4:30 p.m. haircut. Like you left work early, you got the haircut, and now it's shower time, and you got to shower anyways because you're going out with your buds.
golly. What was the texture was also clocking out on Friday?
Clocking out
that
on
was
Friday is
pretty
a great feeling.
3-day weekend.
3-day weekend.
God, what are we going to do here?
Okay, so first day of summer break.
We got 6 more spots.
Yeah. First day of summer break comes right after road trip snacks. Does that get replaced by clocking out on a Friday or 3-day weekend? Because
More relatable. Not everybody's in school still.
3-day weekends legit.
Yeah, 3-day weekends.
That
Pretty
might
good.
have to
Yeah,
be the
I would.
one.
Yeah, I say we replace first day of summer break with 3-day weekend.
Jeez.
Wow.
Next on the list, there will be
Was this
zero.
the unexpected 3-day weekend or just a 3-day weekend in general?
I think just a 3-day weekend in general,
Yeah.
expected or unexpected.
Yeah. Like sometimes you wake up on a Friday or you leave work on Friday and then you hear that, all right, well, we'll see you all Tuesday. And you're like, wait a second, what?
What? Yeah, wait.
Like
what?
the unexpected 3-day weekend's cool, but a 3-day weekend is cool.
We have
anytime.
Columbus Day off?
Yeah, we're celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Is that on Sunday? Yes, but we observe it on Monday. Chicken wings.
Look, chicken wings are damn near the perfect food to me.
Chicken wings are so good.
They're
Was that
so
on last
good.
year's?
What's that
I
on
don't-
last year's bracket?
It was?
Ooh,
I don't
right.
recall.
Okay, all right.
Whoa, we're throwing a flag
We
here.
may have
got to
room
double
for a
check.
haircut after all.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or clocking out on Friday.
Clocking out on Friday is still very good. How about this? The perfect steak.
Yeah, that's That's easily on the list here.
Okay.
Now, is it a 1 or 2 seed? I don't know.
It's gonna be high.
Unexpected nudity.
That's gonna be a 1.
That's
seed.
going to be a
Like
1
That
seed.
feels like 1 seed written all
Mhm.
over it. How about this? The perfect high five.
Yeah, that's also very strong to me. I mean,
Wings are clear.
Wings are
okay.
clear.
we checked with the judges. Wings are on the list for 2024.
Did you see steak anywhere?
Yeah, we had a
Because that
Wait, whoa.
Because all of a sudden I had
We're
like
gonna
one of those
check
feelings.
again with the judges.
Yeah.
there's no steak on it, which feels like a crime. But like we had whiskey and cigar, which I think we kind of included in like a steak night.
Oh, I got you.
Like that was part of the description, but it wasn't technically on the bracket.
No, okay.
Okay,
So
what?
steak remains. Steak
Yes,
remains.
steak remains. God, whiskey and cigar is really good.
Yeah, that's shocking.
Okay, we got to be
Ooh.
careful because wings and perfectly cooked steak need to probably be on opposite
Yeah, that's
sides.
gonna
of the
be
Yeah,
east
yeah.
and west.
Right,
East and
right,
west.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect high five. We covered. Alone in your car fart.
Okay, this one I think could be polarizing.
That
I
might
mean,
be the no wipe dump of this year.
Well, so a lot of people
Yeah, I
didn't
still-
understand the no white dump
I'm one of them.
because you always have to have a tester. I
Yeah,
agree with
yeah.
your logic. Here.
Like you
Jim Russell.
don't know it's a no wipe dump unless you wipe.
But you're reaching for it always. Like, right? You're like, that's the goal of your life.
But how do you know? You just stand up and walk away and roll the die?
Yeah, well, no, you
You're
can't
like,
do that.
I mean, I felt like it was clean.
Dude,
That was a clean
You-
exit.
you know who has no wipe dumps? People with dirty asses.
Yeah. Jim Russell.
Jim Russell. Jim Russell was the one who we gave. By the way, John and Jim couldn't have been worse at this. We asked them, what are the best things ever? And they came up with kombucha and a no wipe dump. Okay, we can officially say it. The afternoon drive show, I mean, they're both in contention
Okay,
for
now-
the worst of all time people.
Remember,
so
we do
maybe
have-
they enter that bracket.
We have room for a playing game. So right now, I think we're at 15 after Alone in the Car fart. But that means we could have 16 and 17 if one's a play-in. Or we don't do a play-in.
We
this year.
don't have we can't do it. But we got to keep it pure.
Yeah. We're not going to do a play in this year. 'Cause
Okay. Okay. The last one
Listen,
is also going to have to be on an opposite side of the bracket from Alone in Your Car fart because they're both
right.
bodily functions.
Right.
But the photo finish pee.
To me, way higher than the alone in your car fart.
Okay, dude. So when everybody's had this feeling, guy, girl, other, you're driving to the house, you are moments away from peeing your pants, and you're like, good Lord,
Right.
I don't have a second to spare.
Right.
And somehow the key slides perfectly into the key slot.
That's 16.
The door blows open and you
Dude.
just, yeah.
I would not be shocked if Photo Finish P came in at like a 3 or 4 seed.
Do you think it could be in the final four?
I do. I feel like this on both sides of the fence here, both men and women would understand the relief, the satisfaction, the pleasure of a Photo Finish P.
Okay, so
Yeah.
there's 16.
Wow.
Like you said, Fletch, we've locked it in.
Okay. Coming
I'm
up
going
here.
to separate them to sides right now
I
Okay.
think that's smart.
to
Yep.
make sure that we don't have similar things in the same side.
I like where your head's at. Okay. We
And then
are.
we can rank them at 8:30.
Yep. And so we're just 18 minutes and some change away of revealing the seeding of the best bracket ever 2024.
Which, by the way, we leave that completely up to Ben Fletcher.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah. Well,
he
he's the
is-
expert.
He's a Steve Kornacki of the best bracket ever. Whatever.
I just unveil it once it's seated. We seed it together.
Yeah, you're damn right.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
do.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
We have a lot to say in it.
Yeah. That's
Well,
true.
yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
I mean,
we
I
do
guess
that.
we'll review it after you put your finishing touches on the list. We'll see if anything needs to be switched from one conference to the other. But I will say this: last year, with minimal input, we obviously combined our thoughts for the list. But when Fletch seeded them, they landed in the spots they were supposed to.
Right.
They really did.
Absolutely.
They
I
really
do
did.
think we need to get Fletch one of those like clear green like visors.
like an old school accountant. Like I'm cooking the books over here.
Exactly right.
Working real hard because boss man told me to.
Which he would understand. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's what
translucent green visor. Okay, to order one of those immediately.
Yeah, we should probably have
Mhm.
that. We should need that. Yeah, because then you see like just the dome of his bald head
Right,
poking
right,
through
right,
the
right.
visor.
And like
Come
a
on.
pencil. I just threw it. Do we want to hit a halfie before we have our friend Darnay Tripp join us? Talk a little Aztecs, talk a little Padres.
I like it.
I see a bunch of guys playing with their technique and fundamentals.
Everything we said we're not going to do, we've done. We're playing down to 11, not up.
It's halftime. All right, TD, what do you got for us?
Well, what I got is talking Padres. In fact, Padres Dodgers this morning, and the richest pitching contract in baseball history began historically bad this morning. The Dodgers' $325 million man, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, allowed 5 runs, lasted just 1 inning against the Padres in his Major League Baseball debut out in Seoul, South Korea. Padres end up taking the win 15-11. Manny Machado hit his first home run of the season, now on pace for an 81 home run season. Unbelievable. Also on pace for 243 ribbies. Is that what we calculated?
That is 100% accurate.
God, I'm now, looking forward to this season more than ever.
Oh, yeah.
In the NBA, due to a desperate need for some bench scoring, the Phoenix Suns are signing 2-time All-Star point guard Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day contract.
Okay. All right.
Is that desperation?
Maybe a little.
Mhm.
I did see Isaiah Thomas lighting up it wasn't even the G League. He was playing maybe it was overseas somewhere. Just absolutely roasting people.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm not saying he's not good. I'm in it.
But
Is he like 4 feet tall?
he's a shorter fella.
Easy there.
That's
Easy there, 5'10".
Actually, I'm going to say he might be taller than Fletch. I'm just saying.
But some scores here. Speaking of Phoenix, they Phoenix 5-0 fummed the 76ers 115-102. The Heat here and got gassed the Cavs 107-104. I didn't read these beforehand, so I didn't practice.
Yeah, this is not going well.
The Pacers, Francis Drake, the Pistons.
Sir Francis Drake found his way into that one.
It's a European explorer.
Right.
122-103, the final there.
Go ahead.
The Celtics me elbowed the Bucks 122-119
People died, Travis.
with tickle me elbow.
Yeah. There were people getting trampled when the doors open on Black Friday.
Well, it's fine. It's fine. We're past it now. It's been long enough. The Sacra mint toothpaste.
Wow.
The Raptors,
Oh,
123.99. That one's lap worthy.
That one-
Hang on, I'm gonna make it up.
Okay.
The Thunder Mifflin the Jazz, 119-107.
Yes!
Yeah, I'm back.
You're back.
Vuitton, the Trailblazers,
That's a bit of a reach.
116-103. And how about this one right here?
Okay. I love when he scratches his nose.
I like
He's
it. Because I'm in.
You guys are really gonna dig this.
It's gonna be going. The Warriors, Riley, Auto Parts. Ow! The Grizzlies.
I will say this: you can't take a lap because of the commitment. That was your worst ever.
That was the best one I've ever done.
Holy Jesus!
That's Darnay.
Darnay Tripp, NBC Sports anchor, joining us. Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. We just saw the Padres in the Seoul Series split.
Darnay
with the LA
vacuuming?
Dodgers. I do believe he's vacuuming. He just turned off the vacuum. He missed all of your NBA scores mercifully. Also covers the Aztecs, obviously, with his outfit at NBC7. Hey, bud, how you doing this morning?
I'm just trying to figure out what I just walked into. I have no idea what's happening right now.
We're really sorry. This segment
That is Travis Dale.
That was solid.
This segment, so far, we've just put together our list for the best bracket ever.
Spilled a cup of
And
coffee.
and
we got nothing.
I'm just wiping it off the console. It's fine. Nobody panic. And
I got a vacuum cleaner if you need it.
Yeah. We heard that. We heard that.
Yeah, we heard it in the background. Hey, Darnay, enough of the coffee talk. Enough of the halftime NBA scores and the best bracket ever. What I want to hear from you is: did Xander Bogaerts deserve strike 3? I mean, this is going to be one of the most hotly debated items of the 2024 baseball season because I hate it. I hate it for Xander. I hate it for Padres fans everywhere.
I'm going to level with you guys and run the risk of never getting an invite back on the show before. A lot of times you go on these shows and you're like, I better be really, really prepared. But I'm like, it's Big Rich, TD, and Fletch. Who knows how much we're actually going to talk about? I did wake up at 3 a.m. to watch the first one. That was, a test of endurance that I wasn't ready to repeat again today. So I set a 7:30 alarm, was up a little bit earlier, and I'm about 4 innings into the game. I've looked at the box score. Did I just see the? Oh, yeah. I'm watching the highlight right now, but I haven't completely caught up. So I don't have a really strong take on the Bogart situation. So apologies, and I understand.
Just a batter violation. The umpire thought he asked for time twice. I don't even care. But it's just so funny. It's so funny when people. Yeah, it's collusion. It's obviously it's a psychological op against the Padres. Look,
it seems obviously in a 15-11 win like the most important part of the game, and certainly the first thing you should be asking me about.
Yeah. Dude. Well, I'm telling you right now, if you go online, it's like nobody can celebrate. Nobody can have nice things in Padres land. Like all people want to do is complain. I look, they just beat the Dodgers, who are these pesky offensive world beaters. And that's the thing that popped on my feed first. Darnay, this game, and I know you missed most of it, was a complete difference from the first game. Yeah. The Padres looked flat. You saw that whole game. It looked like the Dodgers they did what the Dodgers do. They just outlast you. Do you think we're going to see more of column A from the Padres this season, where it's just they can't seem to get out of their own way, lose a lot of close games, one-run games? We all know the stat, 8-23 in one-run games. Obviously, yesterday's game wasn't a one-run game, but you get my point. Yeah. Or is it going to be more of column B, where you have the Padres actually doing what they didn't do last year, which is getting runners on base and getting them in?
Yeah, it's hard when you come off last season and then you have a game that in so many ways did resemble what happened last year, with the struggles to get guys across, having, bases loaded in the fourth inning, and you only get one run out of it in a double play. And like you said, not a one-run game, but a winnable game that they had kind of in their grasp that kind of gets away from them late. It's hard not to be like, oh, well, here we go again, even though it's, game one of 162. I think because, look, you're not going to score 15 runs every single game, but are we going to see more of just kind of the way they go about their business, the consistency throughout the lineup, driving guys across, and that sort of thing? I hope that we see more of that as the season goes on than what we saw in game one and what we saw certainly through large portions of last year. It's to be seen. It's hard to know what to kind of put into these early season soul games in a different setting, different part of the world. Obviously, you expect a guy like Yamamoto to pitch a whole lot better. It does kind of, in a sense, feel like an extension of spring training. None of the starters are really going very deep. So it's hard to tell, but I think even in yesterday's game, when they got that early run across, you saw them kind of string things along and like manufacture some offense, and just kind of move station to station, which they didn't do enough of last year. So I think we'll see, closer, a team that represents more so how they go about their business today, even if it's not like 17 hits and 15 runs, because, that'd be fun to see every single game, but probably can't bank on that. Did I upset Rich with his answer? He walked away for a second there.
It was cleaning up some coffee.
Yeah, I spilled an entire cup of coffee while I was asking my first question, which was, I thought, a great question.
It was a great question.
I just need a more committed baseball watcher next time.
Jesus, come on. Yamamoto, Darnay. I mean, look, I'm looking at this guy. I think I've seen enough. Do you agree? Overrated?
Complete bust, complete waste of money. He won't last the season in the bigs. It's over for him. Going to go down as one of the greatest mistakes in professional sports history. What were they thinking?
Thank God. Get that title off of Russell Wilson.
Back up the truck. Back it up.
Guys, his spring training ERA was up over 8. His Major League Baseball ERA is up over 45 now. This dude sucks.
Yep.
Hey, Darnay, Any thoughts on San Diego State's matchup tomorrow with UAB before we get going here with March Madness today?
Yeah, it feels like a game that they should probably win. You just wish that the Aztecs had looked a little bit more convincing kind of the last few weeks of the season. They did crank it up to a different gear when they got to the tournament last year, which is good to see. UAB, while they do play a variety of defenses, they don't necessarily look like a lights out kind of operation on that end of the floor. And hopefully there will be some opportunities for the Aztecs outside of Jaden Ledee to really kind of get going. And maybe that's a confidence booster for them going forward. I think, UAB does seem to be a pretty good rebounding team, and that was an area of kind of weakness at spots for the Aztecs. You'd see some games where they got out rebounded, and then you see some games where they have a chance to kind of salt it away and they give up a key offensive rebound here or there. And so I think that's one thing I'm going to be concerned about. But, you like to see them kind of get their legs under them, get some confidence going into what would probably be a really, really tough game against Auburn. And obviously, a test to a much kind of different degree against a team that won an SEC championship and appears to be really, really good.
Darnay Tripp, sports anchor, NBC7, joining us this morning. Also, you can check out On Fryer, his podcast with Derek Togerson, breaking down the Padres all season long. Most important question we'll ask today. Obviously, this is something we'll only see during the Padres season in Seoul, South Korea. Dugout dancers, Darnay, this is a hot topic coming out of this game. Should it come to San Diego?
I was honestly thinking, watching when the day I did get up and watch the game live when it was going on, I was thinking, can you do like a special series or something like that? Can you do like a tip of the cap to the Soul series and to the vibe and the atmosphere here? Fly some of those folks out, have them here on the dugouts, play the music, and like bring that. Maybe you even find some of your friends in the convoy area, change up the amenities, the food options in Petco Park, and go all in on it. I think that'd be an awesome idea. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking bringing the dugout dancers for a special series, we should call that special series the regular season.
Yeah, I mean, because guess what, Darnay? We got 160 left, and that means we have roughly 80 at home if you count one of these as a home game in Seoul. So yeah, that's the series I want to see. Or how about this dugout dance-off? You pull people out of the crowd. Look, the cameramen at Petco Park know what they're doing. The tight shots they have on some of the attendees of these Padres games, look, they're not getting on camera just because they're big fans.
Dude, there's a song called California Soul. Huh? What? Look at that tie-in. Look at that.
You get
that tie-in.
You get so.
I brought it.
You get so close.
Full circle.
We'll let you read your commercial, then you're gone.
How many do I have to take?
You're up to one lap.
Okay.
Or I should say you're down to one lap.
God, Darnay, you like get dressed up here on the morning shows.
I appreciate that. I mean, this is like fresh out of bed. How can I be presentable for the StreamYard? I shouldn't stand up.
Do it.
Or maybe you should. Okay, all right. Darnay Tripp, NBC7 sports anchor on Fryer. Check him out on Twitter as well, buddy. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you guys.
There he goes, Darnay. Wow, I love him. Great chat with him. But we have big things to get to.
Yeah, next. We do.
Best bracket ever.
Best bracket ever coming up next. Buckle up. But look, it's not just about the best bracket ever. How about NBA action? Are you all about the NBA action? Because you got to try Pick Six, the newest fantasy app from DraftKings, an official partner
at 10:45 when they face UAB on San Diego Sports 760.
Yeah, it's Big Rashidi and Fletch. We got big happenings here as we get ready to go ahead and fill out the best bracket ever 2024. It is about to happen, people. Wow. As our own Fletch is going to wheel in here one-legged. Hey, guess what? Oh, I hit record.
Yeah.
Forgot to do a giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
So we got those.
Yeah, we'll tell you how to win that $50 Islands gift card coming up in just 5 minutes. We'll tell you exactly how to win that. But right now, what we need to do is we need to have our Steve Kornacki of San Diego Sports 760 hobble and scoot his way in here. He's playing injured for us. He's got a pile of paperwork he's bringing with him.
Make sure you bring your phone with you. There, good
man.
I'm oddly nervous about this.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's the biggest show of the year.
Yeah,
it is the biggest show of the year. Everybody waits with bated breath to see the outcomes of the best bracket ever. And social media in 2023, it knew no greater, I would say, area of interest than who was going to take home the crown.
Yeah, exactly.
And so with that, I guess we're gonna have to turn a microphone around to Fletch.
Yeah, do we have that potted up in there, Fletch? Yeah. Okay, all right. All we gotta do is flip that over, click her on. There we go. You know what? We should have brought a headset. No. Somebody should have thought of that.
Oh,
yeah, it's on. It's on.
Hello.
She's lit. Wow, that was loud.
Sorry.
It was loud and uncalled for. Okay, well, here we go. Look, I'm going to say right off the get-go, the three that we chose that were carryovers from last year's bracket should be lower seeds.
They all should be lower seeds. I agree with that 100%. This, to me, is going to be one of those. All right, let's give this proper introduction.
Right.
It's 2024. The best bracket ever is not going to feature last year's champion. 2023, Sex was a 1 seed. It ran the table all the way to the national championship and won.
Right.
So our 2023 champ, Sex, is retired. With that, we hand it over to Ben Fletcher for the 2024 best bracket ever. Who are our 16 and where do they seed?
Okay, so last year we had everything on the board before I unveiled it.
Oh, yeah.
So we did the seedings together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
and
got
then
it.
I just ran through. Now I have seedings here, but you guys already contradicted me with what our work-ins from last year are lower. I don't have them lower.
Okay,
I have them all high.
hang on a second. Let's take a look at this. Hang on.
We seed together, and then I just talk about the matchups. I'm analysis. I'm not seeder.
Okay. All right. You know what?
All right.
Might
You're
have been a
right.
little bit
You're
of a
right.
misfire
You're
here.
right. I'm wrong.
Stop that.
Okay. We're going to stop the recording for a moment, and we're just going to take a look at this.
Okay.
So right now, in the West, he has Sundress on top. All right.
Well, we got Sundress as a
Yourself.
2 seed. Ice Chest Beer. Okay, this is so we just need to start throwing them out here.
Yeah.
I would say Ice Chest Beer is not a.
Is that a 1 seed?
Hang on. Oh, so in the West, we have Sundresses, House to Yourself, Ice Chest Beer, Wings, Photo Finish P, Home Run, Bat Crack, Slurpees, and the Smell of Barbecue. On the West, I do kind of feel like Ice Chest Beer is probably a 1 seed. That's strong.
Right. I think you're right.
Now, I'm going to say Sundress is not a number 2. I mean, a Home Run, Bat Crack, or a Photo Finish P, that should be very high.
Yeah, I agree with that. Slurpees like a mid. Okay, how about this? Our 2 seed should probably be Photo Finish P.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That's that's one of the best feelings in the world.
Oh my gosh, it's fantastic.
Yeah, I was about to take it somewhere I didn't need to go. We all know what that means. All right, number 3, our 3 seed in the West. I'm guessing Home Run Bat Crack. Well, is that
what? You don't like Home Run Bat Crack as a number 3, Fletch?
That is an 8.
How about really? How about Barbecue Smell? That seems high to me as well.
4.
Okay, what about Wings?
Okay,
what about,
Wings.
Number 3 is Wings.
Wings for 3.
Wings is a 3 seed.
Right.
All over it.
Right. Now, I can say right now. So we have 2 carryovers from last year in the West. Sundresses and House to Yourself. Sundresses, I'm going to say is a 7. House to Yourself, I'll call the 8.
Okay. Wait, is that on the West?
right there.
Oh, yeah. You're
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
And then just because they are holdovers from last year.
Wow. So
Wow. House to yourself.
it's
Gosh.
still pretty good. As an 8 seed, it's got a tough matchup.
Yeah, it does. It's 5. Okay, 5. What do we have left here in the West?
Slurpee is probably going to be 5.
Yeah.
And I would say as our 6 seed.
We only have one left.
One left. Oh, so it's going to be home run back crack is our 6 seed?
Wow.
Oh, I thought that would seed higher.
Yeah, I thought that would have seeded higher as well.
It's got a favorable matchup against Wings.
Right. Well, maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. In the East. So the 1 seed, okay, I'll give the list first. Yoga Pants, steak, perfectly cooked steak. Alone in the Car fart, unexpected nudity. All right, just write that in at the 1 seed.
Yeah, right. Number 1's unexpected nudity.
Okay. Perfect high 5, road trip snacks, freebies.
Okay, I can tell you right now, the 8, because it's the holdover from last year, should be Yoga Pants. I know.
That is
I know. Right off the bat.
7.
Okay, 7. It's a 7 seed.
Yoga
We
Pants
don't like the matchup right off the get-go. We're calling it audible.
Okay. So freebies should be a 4 seed. That feels like a middle seed, right? Road trip snacks.
I like road trip.
That's
snacks.
a high seed.
Yeah, I mean that's a higher than a 6 to me.
That's a 3.
It's a 3
that
seed.
Feels like
road
a
trip
3
snacks.
Seed. Yeah. Okay. Where are we putting Alone in the Car fart?
Maybe that's the 8.
That might be the 8. It snuck in there.
Yeah, it's like it does.
All right, best bracket ever 2024. We're filling out the East Division here. Perfect high 5. Where does that land? We have a 3, a 6, and a 2. Oh, we have a 2, a 6, and a 5 left.
Ooh.
Perfect high 5.
I mean, it's higher than a 6 or a 5, right?
Is it a 2?
It's not a 2. 5. It's got to be a 5.
It's got to be a 5.
Perfect high 5.
Perfect high 5 is a 5.
Wow, that seems right now.
Okay, perfectly cooked steak. Where does that land? Is that a 2 seed?
I thought that was 1.
Wow.
You thought that was
so
1.
So it is a 2 seed.
It's a 2.
Wow.
Okay, perfectly
Look at the
cooked
matchup
steak.
there.
Okay, then we have 1 left. Oh my goodness.
Steak may end up becoming a holdover to next year's bracket.
Yeah, no kidding. Hold on. What's left? We have 1 left.
3-day weekend.
Oh.
Oh
my God.
And with that.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay. So.
Man.
Okay. I'm going to reset it again. Here we go. So in 2023, we debuted the best bracket ever. Our champion Sex was a 1 seed, and it just wrecked the field. It got all the way to the championship round and won easily. Best bracket ever 2024. The field is set. We now send it over to Ben Fletcher. Fletch, take us through the matchups.
Yep.
On the western side of the bracket, ice chest beer, active beer, in the back of your truck, no matter where you are, you can reach in and grab the cold one, versus holdover from last year, house to yourself.
Wow.
Big matchup with the 1-8.
Wow.
Barbecue smell, taking on Slurpee. Now, barbecue smell is walking down the street, you smell something. I've never been there before. What is that? Barbecue smell.
Wow. Taking on a Slurpee?
From 7-Eleven?
Hold on. You can have a Slurpee at the barbecue.
Dude, time out. A Slurpee after a hard practice or a game or like any manual labor.
It's perfect.
That's solid. It's solid. Yeah, but just the smell of a barbecue firing up. Come on.
3 seed on the West. We got Wings taking on the 6 seed home run back crack. Now, we experienced one this morning. When Manny Machado hits a ball, it's deafening. Versus Wings, which are a staple bar food.
I hate this matchup.
Look, chickens do not have wings to fly. They're only made to eat.
Wait until we get to the East. You guys are going to hate it. The photo finish Pete. Oh my God, I got a goatee long. Hold it versus holdover from last year's Sundress.
I'll tell you right now, Sundress is going to be in the Elite 8.
Yeah. You're calling it right
There's
now?
no question in my mind.
You're going to beat out a photo finish, Pete?
It's not a favorable matchup.
Wow.
Challenging side, the East side, we got unexpected nudity as a new 1 seed.
Wow.
Hang on.
Wait.
Grocery store nipple?
We're talking nip slip. We're talking side boob. We're talking an unexpected flash on the freeway.
How about this? Maybe a little half ball.
Oh my God.
Versus the 8 seed, the alone in the car fart. Close the door after a date and you just
wow. Wow.
4 seed on the East side, it's freebies taking on 5 seed, the perfect high 5. Give me one.
Wow.
Okay, hang on. He's playing hurt. He's on a broken ankle.
I almost fell over.
So good. 5-4 toughies either way. 3 seed on the East, road trip snacks.
Ooh.
I could go with Slurpees.
Yeah.
Wow.
But taking on the 3-day weekend as the 6th seed, I thought that was a low ranking. That's what the judges went
Wow.
with.
Look,
President's Day versus beef jerky?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Just saying, I don't like this matchup just because I do not want to choose a winner here.
No.
And our final
Wow.
holdover from a year ago, Yoga Pants comes in as the 7th seed on the
Oh.
East.
Oh, wow.
They are taking on the perfectly cooked steak.
Oh, my
As the 2
goodness.
seed. We could have a 2-7 upset.
Hang on
in
a
week
second.
1.
Listen.
Medium rare versus camel toe? Are you kidding me?
Better than 2023? We'll see.
Wow. Well, there it is, folks. The best bracket ever 2024. I'm thinking there will be an upset here with that 2 and 7 seed.
By the way, did you see Fletch just scoot away?
Yeah. Listen, he stepped on an acorn.
That man tripped on an acorn. I'll tell you what, Fletch, you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to take a quick break. We also have to do a quick giveaway, $50 Islands gift card. They have the happiest happy hour around. So call right now, 877-767-4760. If you want to win that $50 Islands gift card, you got to call 877-SORG-760. Now, I'll tell you what, we go to Islands, but we also keep it pretty healthy. I mean, they got bowls, they got salads.
Yeah. Well, you know what was fun too is I can go to Islands and I can have a little bit of Islands and still enjoy it and then still maintain my weight loss with sdfatloss.com. They show you the correct way to do this. They show you the healthy way to do this. Not only lose weight, but keep the weight off and then still enjoy life, because you don't want to do one of these fad diets where you're having to count calories or count points every time you go eat somewhere, or you're trying to fill up the pantry with something that you fall under the point count. It's tiring.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. Or maybe you want to, or they make you eat some granola bar or drink some shake you don't want to do. You don't do any of that with SD Fat Loss. You don't have to do the fad diet stuff. You stay away from the fad diets.
And also yo-yo dieting, because once you lose all that weight, you gain it right back. And
Yeah.
I'm like, we're practically allergic to yo-yos at this point. We hate them.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even like the sound of the word yo-yo. Ooh.
Sports 760.
Big Rich, TD, and Fletch on a Thursday. It is March Madness is going to be underway here in just moments, and we will hand over the coverage to Westwood One, and you're going to hear all the games here. I mean, all of the games that you're interested in. Plus, I love the whip around the recap they do. We have very little time to do very, very much with. First and foremost, if you dial in at 8:58, you're going to win those Social D tickets. So if you want to see them in Bad Religion, all you got to do is call 877-767-4760. Be caller number 5 at exactly 8:58, and you win those. Also, we need your votes for the best bracket ever. We're going to post all the matchups on Twitter, Big Rich TD Fletch. And then we have breaking news out of Bottom of the Barrel.
Yeah, out of Bottom of the Barrel. Megan Fox, single. She's available, guys.
That dude from Love is Blind should call her.
Jimmy?
Oh,
The one who got tricked
Jimmy?
into thinking
Oh,
his
Megan
future
Fox?
wife looked like Megan Fox. Should call the real Megan Fox.
Megan Fox also admitted to having multiple plastic surgeries on her face. That's why she looks different, and apparently she wants more. So she doesn't even really look like Megan Fox. It's like new Megan Fox.
Well, it's kind of like, if you replace boards on the ship while you're out at sea and it doesn't come back a different ship. Or is it the same ship?
Right. Also,
nobody will know.
Michigan State, Mississippi State coming up in like 6 minutes. We got to get out. So thank you to Darnay Tripp. Thank you, Rich. Thank you, TD. Go vote. Big Rich TD Fletch, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter.
That's right. Best bracket ever 2024 Bar Cart Friday tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Hey, it's Rich, craving that beach vibe. There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites, like the Big Wave served with Islands' famous seasoned fries, the Shorebird, Yaki tacos, and how about those drinks? Islands Tropical Mai Tai, spicy margaritas, and the coldest beer in town. Islands happy hours weekdays from 3 to 6:30, featuring more Islands favorites like the cheesiest cheddar fries.